Alright, so with that being said,
Yeah.
our WCW for the week is the one and the only, the ever so gorgeous, ever so wonderful Holly
Holly Rey.
Rey.
Pa, pa, pa,
Ba, ba,
pa.
ba, ba, ba. 300,000 guys, 300,000.
Bro.
Girls doing things.
What
Right?
do you call that in the platinum stages?
In South Africa, that's multi-platinum.
Wow.
How many times multi? I don't know.
Mm.
But it's multi, man.
It's
Listen.
multi
Yeah.
is yeah, bro. But shout out to her. Yeah,
Shout out.
she's doing.
Yeah. She's from
she's
Durban,
big
right?
things.
Polito
Yeah,
or something
Durban
like
girl,
that.
bro, doing big things.
031.
031.
031, that red map city.
And what makes it even like, what just makes it even more special is that she's an independent artist.
Yeah.
How dope is that?
Like that's like unheard of.
Like I remember back in the day, being
Yeah.
an independent artist was sort of unheard of.
Yeah.
It's
True.
almost like the biggest risk, or you
Yeah.
won't make it. It's almost like even the labels will probably discourage you. Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You not. Don't even go that route.
Yeah.
You know what's dope about this culture that I like about this generation is that they make everything possible in the sense of the independent artists in the music industry. At one stage you had to have your deal. You have to have your music deal in order to be considered an artist. Yeah. Nowadays you can
true.
break that mold. You can be an independent artist. You can show everyone. You can still make record sales. You can still do everything on your own without this major industry help.
Yeah.
And you can still win. And she's done just that, being an
Yeah,
independent
exactly.
artist.
I
Bro.
think also if you look at it, it's the avenues of distribution that
Yeah.
get a big chance.
Oh yeah.
Because
Definitely.
back then, if it was just cassettes, it was hard for you to just go out, buy cassettes, batch, record on them, and then get them distributed. Because
True.
obviously you needed a record label,
Definitely,
you needed that power. out there.
Yeah.
Soon as social media got involved, the different platforms to upload music for people to stream,
Yeah.
to download music, as soon as it got more acceptable, I feel that sort of gave more power to people who said, you know what, I actually want to be an independent artist.
Yeah.
Because traditionally back then, it's either radio, CDs, and tapes or nothing.
Or
Or
nothing.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
mean, having a music video was yay.
Bro.
If you have a music video and you showed on TV, my
Hey,
guy,
you
autographs.
Yeah.
Hey.
Back then,
Overnight celebrity.
I mean,
bruh.
hey,
Bro.
your grand would be there. Umbonile umntanami, he's on TV. He's on TV, umntanami.
Made
yo.
it.
The music video. And probably your family's like, okay, we out
We
the
out here.
hood.
Yeah.
We're buying a house in Hlanga just for
Bruh.
a music video. Now people record a
Bruh.
music video now out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't get accepted on channel or MTV, if you have the following and you have the community,
Yeah.
you pop it.
Exactly. It's a great time to be a creative and to have a
Definitely.
group of people that are willing to push your vision for you.
Yeah.
It's a great time for that.
And it
So-
just shows you, like, you know, that if you place yourself around the right people,
Yep.
people who kind of share your vision, that, you know, want to see the exact same things that you want to see happen in your career. Hey, bro, sky's the limit, bro. She's proof of that. So shout out to her.
I think it still doesn't take
Yeah.
away from the hard work, the
Mm.
consistency,
Most
the
definitely.
diligence. As much as you're saying all of these nice things, that there's so many avenues, it just simply says you even have to work harder now because there's more people who are trying to get through the
Oh
funnel.
yeah.
You know, I would like to commend just South Africa in general is the fact that in the first world countries and how we're talking about these sensitized and desensitized countries, like these Western, they would consider this cultural appropriation in a sense that there's this white girl taking sort of like a black genre's music and making herself look cool with it. Whereas in South Africa, we enjoy that, we respect it, and we're like, yo, we commend you for actually integrating with us in a sense like we all enjoying your music.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
get you.
it just shows also, again, it shows that sometimes you don't have to be too sensitive to what's going on sometimes, you know. It's just, we've got this girl, she's talented, she got a vision, she makes great music, it's house music, but so what, we're enjoying it and it sounds dope. You know what I'm
If
saying?
we'll have to be honest, in South Africa, one of the things that has always brought us together
Yeah,
is music.
exactly.
Definitely.
That's a powerful part of our South African sort of heritage. Unfortunately, I do feel that we've somewhat lost it, and I also do understand that the relevance of music was different back in the day. Because if you look at music back in the day, that's what used to get us into stadiums to pass through a certain message to say, guys, let's stand together to either fight the system, fight what we're going through. But I still do think that we can still use music as a thing to still bring us together, like
Exactly.
you were saying, to say, okay, this is actually happening. You know, things are going together. As you can see, music is also, and the artists bring us together with the protests that have been happening recently in the country.
Bro.
It's been tough out here for the artists, bro, during this whole lockdown
So,
period.
32 artists, musicians, well, just artists in general, creative artists in the music field and entertainment were, what can we call this? They protested and they got
I think
caught.
It was more than 32 that protested. There was quite a few, it was quite a big number that protested. It was just the 32 that were arrested.
Yeah, 32 got arrested. Sorry, my bad. I take that back. 32 got arrested, and that's a 1,000 rand bail on 32 people.
That's already money, bro.
That's money, bro.
That's money. That's
for people that have already been struggling during this whole lockdown period because of Corona, for them now to have to cough out more money, you know, for bail. Like, okay, I get, you know, the police were doing their jobs and everything, but you know, if artists weren't backed into a corner where they would have to actually go to these measures to be heard.
Yeah.
I was about to ask that. Do you feel that they went too extreme to close down the actual freeway? What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
do you think it was too extreme, or do you think that they were actually pushed to the place where if we want to be heard, then we now have to go this route? The artists have been talking.
Yeah, just for people who don't know, they blocked off a whole freeway. They stopped traffic. Traffic was stopped for the whole day, and they set up shop there, and they decided they're going to protest there to be heard. And quite frankly, maybe they didn't go about it the right way, but at the same time they did, because they weren't violent about it. They were just trying to get their voice across.
Yeah.
And you know what? As artists, as creatives, a lot of us feel like we aren't heard. Yeah. We do feel like we aren't heard. And I think they're just trying to get their point across to actually get heard from the government, because everyone else is being seen to, and all they were kind of asking for is just to bump up the amount of people that they can accommodate in a venue for their shows. And what else was it?
I think it's a couple of things, you know. I remember what is also when he was talking there. There's a couple of points. Yes, some of them were to bump up the capacities. You know, some of it is that just more attention on the artists. There's a couple of demands. There was an actual speech.
And grants. Skip says grants. Thanks, Skip. Yeah.
It's very true. And grants, because the thing is, if we have to be bluntly honest, we don't have a shortage of money.
Yeah, we do not.
Nah.
But the problem is how the money is being distributed is not being fair. And especially in South Africa, maybe it's because we come from the generation of, if you want to be an artist, then it's not considered a career. You need to go out there, get your certificate, then we're going to take you seriously. Yeah, my boy. Now we're going to go out of this struggle. Because you went to DUT, to UKZN, and UP, and you got your degree. Bro. So maybe, maybe it comes from that cultural background that if you don't have this, artists are probably still not taken as seriously in the country. So when this money is being distributed, instead of it going 10 levels deep, it just gets to level 5. Yeah. And the rest, it doesn't get...
Well, I think the fact that artists still, in this day and age, get asked to, you know, work for exposure, then what can you expect, you know? From, I mean, come on now. Like, okay, fair enough. Yes, you know, a person might not have gone and studied a 3 or 4 year degree, you know, to get like qualification, but you don't understand the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears that they put in to perfect their craft over the years, you know, for them to get turned around and say no.
And the people are hungry,
people are hungry.
We're hungry.
Artists are people too.
Like people need to make a living. Yeah. People need to put food on the table at the end of the day. Unfortunately, we're bound by certain systems that say we need to have chankora to go into the store to buy a thing of tin beans and your rice. Yeah. And that's how it works. And if you haven't had work from March, let's be quiet. I mean, just
people are frustrated, dude.
You haven't had work from then, and you're still expected to live and release an album or go shoot something. You're still expected to teach a dance class on Zoom.
Dude.
To teach that dance class on Zoom is data.
It's data, exactly.
Data must fall. I just thought I should put that out.